Hello everyone, it's Shannon with Shannon's Crafty DIYs. Welcome to my channel. Today I am in another fun collaboration. It is called Here's Your Crown, Women Supporting Women. It is hosted by Freckled Mom and co-hosted by Connie's Nails and Creative Creations. I am so excited about this video. I have 3 women that have truly inspired me, and so that means I have 3 DIYs to share with you today. The theme is going to be more of a boho romantic theme. I hope you guys are excited about these DIYs. So for the first DIY, her name is Megan with Crafty Quinn. I have also done a collaboration with her in the past, and she just loves these cube blocks from the Dollar Tree. She just loves them so much. She's mentioned them a few times in her videos. So I thought I would share the love of these cubes and recreate something like that for you. I have 3 blocks total. 2 of them I'm going to do 2 coats of the Sea Spray in Deco Art, and the other one I'm just going to do 2 coats of the white acrylic paint as well. So here they're all dried. Again, I use my blow dryer in the middle to dry each time, and I'm taking some more of this awesome scrapbook paper that I just used in a previous DIY video, and for 2 of them I'm going to just cut out a square and place it to one side of the blocks, just tracing it out and using my scissors to cut them. Now you can use any Mod Podge you want. I'm just using it in matte. I didn't really want it to be super shiny because I'm also going to dry brush it a little bit at the end. You'll see in just a moment. So just 1 coat, thin coat of Mod Podge, and I'm just going to put each one on securely. So I'm just going to set those 2 aside while the Mod Podge is drying, and I found this gorgeous sticker pack from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to incorporate one of them onto the white block so that way it just stands out. And I found the green leaves match the Sea Spray quite nicely. So yeah, I'm just sticking it on, and I mean, you can Mod Podge over this if you like. It is really up to you. So here's where I'm going to do a little bit of dry brushing, just taking some of the white acrylic paint, and I'm just taking this stencil brush, or I've heard people call it a chippy brush. So I don't know what the difference is, but I mean, it gives you that textured rustic look. So that's what I'm gonna go with here. So just putting it all over the blocks, and I'm also gonna put it over the paper as well. That way it also softens up the leaves a little bit more. And again, it makes it look more aged and pretty, in my opinion. So here they are all finished. I love them. Oh my gosh, Megan, thank you so much for the inspiration. You are the best girl. I hope you guys enjoyed this DIY. So my second inspiration comes from Emily with Farm Charm Chic. She loves anything farmhouse, shabby chic, and also vintage DIYs, and she is super fun. Head over to her channel. She did this really cute garland, and I wanted to create it myself. So I had one of these tags already from the Dollarama. Now I've had this before because you guys know we are still in lockdown, so I can't get any of these supplies. So I am just taking the other side of it because it was just plain white. And what I'm going to do, just to get the same effect as what Emily did, I'm going to paint half of it. So what I'm doing is I'm taking some painter's tape and just lining up the bottom of the tag. And I'm going to go over it with the Ballet Slipper by the Waverly Chalk Paint. So once that's all dry, I'm just gonna slowly remove the painter's tape. Once it's dry, it should be fine, but I just didn't want any chips or anything like that. So again, I'm using this sticker package. So this is the theme again. I'm gonna be using this in my 3rd DIY as well, so stay tuned. So I really, really loved the one that Emily used from this other rub-on transfer pack from the Dollar Tree, but I really like this one from the Dollar Tree as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut out the wreath. I didn't want the I do in the middle of it, so I'm actually just taking my precision scissors and I'm just going right in the middle, and I'm gonna cut out the I do. So just be careful removing the sticker from the backing. I find it kind of difficult to remove. It is plastic, so it shouldn't rip, but it could bend a little bit, so just be careful. So here I am just centering it into the white part, and I will Mod Podge after. So here I am just taking a few more of the stickers. There's an always and a couple of the hearts. So another trick here, what I'm doing, you'll see in just a second, if you don't want them too sticky and you know you're gonna be using Mod Podge after, just go ahead ahead and stick the stickers on your skin or some other surface that you can peel the sticker away easily, it just removes a little bit of the tackiness to it, and you can actually take it off your design easier rather than putting it on and then you're stuck with it in that one spot. So again, that's the trick. So now what I'm going to do before I add the Mod Podge, I'm just going to take some of the white acrylic paint and I'm just going to de-stress it just to soften it up a little bit as well. And remember, dry brushing is just a little bit of paint and wiping off the excess on a piece of paper first before you go ahead and de-stress your DIY. So now I'm just going to Mod Podge. Again, I'm using the matte, but you could use the gloss if you wanted, especially because the stickers are gloss, but I kind of wanted to get rid of that glossy look, so I used the matte Mod Podge to balance it out, if that makes sense. A trick with Mod Podge, I always like to go in the same direction, and I like to go from the top to the bottom of the DIY, so that way when it dries, you're not going to get all these lines and streaks everywhere. It's just going to look more uniform. So now this is all done. I already had this, I called it a doorknob garland, and I've made it in the past. I never made a video of this one particular. I have made garlands for you guys in the past, but I'm just going to repurpose this, and I opened it up, just kept everything the way it was, and I'm just going to attach it to the tag. This is so simple. Again, if you have wooden beads, I got a whole bunch of wooden beads from Amazon. I'm going to see if I can find a link for you, and I'll leave that in the description box as well. Better bang for your buck on Amazon rather than getting the colored beads from the Dollar Tree or beads from the Dollarama. So here I am just tying everything together. And oh my goodness, guys, here it is. I fell in love with this instantly when I saw it on Emily's channel, and I love the way mine turned out as well. What do you guys think? I think it is so romantic looking and so pretty. Third and final DIY, I am inspired by Devin with Freckled Mom. Yes, the host of this challenge. She loves thrift flips, Dollar Tree crafts, and she made this gorgeous stack of books that I was so inspired. I was like, you know what? I have a stack of books and I just wanted to change the look of them. So why not recreate them to make them look more shabby chic like Devin did with hers. So again, as you know, I already had these books. I did make a Valentine's video. I can leave that in the description box for you guys if you want to take a look at that. I'm just going to use the back. I'm going to make this a reversible stack of books so that way I can still use them for Valentine's next year. So I found this gorgeous vinyl paper from the Dollar Tree. I lucked out because I hadn't seen any other pattern vinyl there before. So what I'm going to do on the one of them, I'm only going to cut a strip. Reason why I'm going to add it to the end of the book, I don't want to go over the pink paint, so that way I can still use it for next year. That's the whole point. So for the top book, so I'm going to make two books look like they've got the foliage vinyl paper on it, and one I'm just going to keep white. You'll see why in a moment. So for this one, I'm just measuring out the length of the book, the width of the book, and I'm using one more width of the book to just extend it a little bit so that way I can wrap it underneath. So I'm just gonna, again, I love my Fiskars paper cutter. It is so good and it keeps those lines nice and straight. You guessed it, I'm using that sticker pack again. So I love the Happily Ever After one as well. And I just like the fact that it was the same width of the, we'll call it the book. Now, again, remember this is all customizable. You can do anything, any pattern, any color you like with the stack of books. I just love the foliage, and especially this time of year, it's spring, everything's blossoming. I love it. So I'm just centering the Happily Ever After, centering in the width, but I'm making it more towards the edge of the book. And again, this one I wanted to keep it sticky. I'm not going to add Mod Podge or anything. I just left it like that and it seemed to work. So I'm just going to keep the same lace ribbon that I already had on it. I just thought it went so gorgeous with the foliage. It just looked so romantic still, so I just kept it. And remember these gorgeous wild roses that we got from the Dollar Tree? Guys, I picked these up and honestly they were gone the next day. I am so glad I lucked out. So I just loved the stems on them. So I'm just going to use two of them and just place them in the middle of the knot. Now I didn't make a bow with the ribbon. I just kind of left it like that and I thought it looked so pretty. So So guys, this is it. I just thought it turned out so gorgeous. I just loved how all 3 DIYs came together and looked so good, and they were all created by different YouTubers that I was inspired by. Again, remember guys, please go over to Freckled Mom's channel and Connie's Nails and Creative Creations channel as well. You definitely won't be disappointed. I hope you guys had fun with this video. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give it a big thumbs up if you liked what you see. I hope you have a fabulous day.